was a lot of blood loss. You will be very surprised. Considering what it was, I was like, what the ever-loving fuck? But in that, on top of the fact that I hadn't eaten, definitely did not help. I didn't almost pass out, I almost puked. There's the difference. It wasn't like that extreme.
Alright, we gonna go?
Yes, let's get this keyboard out of the way. We should be good to go. Today is a very simple recipe. Very simple.
That does not want to stay down. Let me
No,
get
it
some
really
more-
does
more
not.
tape.
You.
This is not very.
No, it's really not very sticky tape. I'm actually kind of surprised.
Where did I put it?
It's in here.
Wash this thing back.
My big pan.
Drawer under the oven.
No, it's over here. It's over here. I accidentally put it on the other side, I guess. Or I probably lazily put it on the other side.
Big pan.
I think I'm what's pissing her off. Hey guys. Bit of a rough afternoon. Oh, good to know it's not just me. I know that sounds shitty, but it makes me feel better. If she calms down. Oh, so, start this out. We're just gonna go ahead and season our chicken. We're using thighs today instead of breasts. Because sweet dark meat is yummy.
Thickness is.
Oh yes, that's where the thickness is. Hello, Mom.
Lo siento.
Forget that putting gloves on requires your thumb. That's the finger that doesn't want to work.
And for the record, I offered to do stuff for you.
Oh, I know. You're cutting Brussels sprouts, and anything we need to cut, you're cutting it.
Yeah.
Like, that is a no-brainer. I am not doing that, because...
Didn't hurt yourself?
Yeah, well, I didn't.
Well,
yeah, I didn't hurt myself.
You didn't hurt yourself. You got hurt.
Yeah. And I'm not really in the mood to accidentally cut my thumb off because I can't maintain the curve on my thumb properly.
Nice.
What did your shirt say again?
I love sarcasm. It's like punching words.
I like sarcasm, but it's like punching someone in the face with words. So tonight, as you can see, we are doing honey garlic chicken. Oh yeah, you are gonna have to mince the garlic. Yeah. We're gonna start off by just seasoning it up with salt, black pepper, and onion powder. If you don't mind grabbing the onion powder. You'll actually probably have to do this too.
It's garlic powder.
Lovely. This is lovely. Absolutely lovely.
Welcome to my world, my friend.
Having your arm assailed and latched onto.
There it is.
Yeah?
That's a dog paw that had not been
What are you doing?
trimmed in about 3 years.
What are you doing?
Where are the gloves?
Gloves are right behind us. If you don't mind crushing off some black pepper into this before I get it all, before I start mixing it all up.
If you're wondering, his cat bit him.
Oh, I told her.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I already told her I wasn't gonna hop up on stream with a bandage on my arm and her be like, "What in the world happened?" Yeah.
That's your impression of your mom?
No, that's not my impression of my mother. My impression of my mother is her driving over here and then asking me what the hell happened. Because she wants to make sure I'm actually alive and not just a recording.
Do you want to put a little oil on that?
Yes. The grapeseed oil, please. The reason why I don't work with my sleeves down and this is making it kind of awkward. I absolutely will. I'm going to do that before I go into work tomorrow morning. That was
the first thing I told him when he told me it was a bite and not a scratch.
Yeah, absolutely will be. I just don't want to be going to the ER for it because that's insanely expensive. All right, so we're going to mix this up to make sure all the seasoning gets all over all of the nice bits. And while my arm is nice, it's not nice enough to pay for ER costs. I'd rather just lose it. It's fine.
Welcome to America.
Exactly. Now, it's not really that bad. ERs are that bad, but minute clinics really aren't. I had blood poisoning when I went to a minute clinic, and it was like $50. It really wasn't bad. Yeah,
then they'll probably just change that bandage and get you on some antibiotics.
Good. I don't mind you hounding me to make sure I go. Yeah, so we've got it all nice and mixed up. This is actually a super simple recipe. Today we're going to be heating up our skillet over here. But while the skillet comes to temperature, Luke is going to cut up some Brussels sprouts and mince some garlic for us today.
Yeah.
So now I have to ask Mom, have you played They Are Billions? I bought They Are Billions for her. Dude, wait, you don't know what They Are Billions is?
No.
I don't know if you'll like it just because it's a constant it's a constant paced game. But you can like pause and stuff. I don't know if you'll like it. It's not turn based. Basically, it's zombie hordes that are attacking your cities. It's steampunk.
I like to clip the little nubs.
I'll always cut off the edges there. Oh yeah, no, and trust me, I know how that feeling is. Losing constantly until you figure it out. That's exactly how I played it originally.
Alright, we're gonna be making some roasted Brussels sprouts. Which I used to hate Brussels sprouts because my mom would always just boil them. And it just tastes like a fart.
You want it 375 or
400. Not 425. Roasted.
They're small. I'm gonna stick with 400.
Little crispy edges. And if you have a little bit of bacon, that's great too, but we're trying to stay healthy.
Yes, we are attempting to stay a little on the healthier side. I'm starting to get pudgy. He's losing weight and wants to keep doing that. Yeah.
I'm only down like 7 pounds. But
hey, 7 pounds is 7 pounds, man.
You? What's you?
She was probably saying ooh to boiled Brussels sprouts, man.
Oh. Yeah.
I mean, didn't you?
Yeah.
You could throw some onions in there.
Yeah, I was gonna like half a small onion.
You could I've got the remainder of that left.
Fantastic. And I'll show you how I dice onions, which is different from you dice onions.
Yes, it is.
I'm not used to a knife with a blunted tip.
Oh. Chef knife?
Yes. Much better with this. Get the rock going.
Yeah, see, I'm used to just chopping the shit up. Right there. You missed one. Totally threw one in the pile without cutting it.
Oh. I'm sure this is fascinating to watch.
Oh, it most definitely is. No, but we actually, or me and Matt were playing They Are Billions the other night, seeing who could get through what missions at what difficulty faster.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided it'd be a bright idea to start on Apocalyptic.
You always do that.
Oh, of course I do. And Apocalyptic is 800% extra units. You can do easy, which is 25. You can do moderate or reasonable. I don't remember how they referred to it. And then it goes 25, 50, 100, 200, 300, 400, 600, 800. And so I was like, let's see what 800 looks like. It didn't work out. It didn't work out very well. I lost fairly quickly.
Of course you did.
It was a lot of fun though, even still. Like, even with that, it was still a lot of fun.
Waiting for Sakuragi to come in and start insulting my knife skills. Brussels sprouts are freaking weird. You ever seen the plant they grow on?
Yeah, I have. You do know I work in restaurants, right?
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean you get
Whole stocks
of Brussels sprouts.
It's I mean, you don't necessarily always get them. That's not how we always get them. But the thing is, sometimes they'll run out of regular Brussels sprouts. You know, already taken off the stock, and so we have to buy, or we have to receive
what you get.
What we get. So sometimes you have to get on the stock. And it's a lot of fun to get them all.
And yeah, etymologically, they also don't know why they called them Brussels sprouts.
Yes, they absolutely are.
Parm and cream.
I don't remember where I put my rice. I'm gonna need to find that real quick.
All right. So, onion dicing time.
So what do you do differently? What is this?
So instead of going straight down and then doing a middle cut, I go angle around with it and then that.
Oh, arching it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't do the middle cut.
So you rotate your knife and try to match the angle of how the onion layers are curved, and then just cut it crossways. It's already in a, it's not, you know, perfectly square dice, but good enough.
I think I might have put my rice in the move and didn't remember that.
We don't need rice. Just extra carbs.
Not wrong. We don't need the rice. I just kind of wanted some.
Yeah, fair.
I know I work in an Asian restaurant and all, but I still enjoy rice.
Kyle Kinane did a bit where about going crazy on a long road trip, like where he puts, "Did you make that when you were at Thanksgiving?"
Did I make what when I was here on Thanksgiving?
Okie dokie. Oh, a bit pepper. Oh, garlic.
Yes. So you do that.
Damn. Some big ass cloves.
Oh yeah, it is. Absolutely awesome. Provided to us by our friend
Just this one.
Art.
Is that a solid garlic
I think so.
that didn't form cloves? It's garlic, but it's like basically an onion.
It's a onion garlic. Yes, that was Mom who made that. I thought you were asking if I made it when I was up there, and I was like, I think all I made was breakfast. So, because of how massive these are,
We're only going to be using one.
yeah, well, we're gonna use these two right here.
Oh, that's for the chicken?
Yeah. That should cover us for the chicken fairly well. And I'm glad that breakfast was delicious. And I'm glad I got to cook for you guys. As you know, I find it to be very fun. He's doing all my cut work today because I have a small injury on my arm.
Small injury.
It's a small injury.
It's a small injury, but it's a deep puncture wound. that can get pretty serious if you don't get it taken care of.
And I will be.
That is the biggest hazard in my job. It's not a big dog latching onto you, although that is a hazard. It's a cat bite getting infected and getting a massive abscess in your freaking hand.
Hi, Alley Cat. You're gonna hate our dessert. Because I don't have a scale, but I still want to make a pound cake.
So he's doing volumetric pound cake. I already chastised him.
It's all good. It's fine.
If you'd have asked me, I'd have brought my scale.
I didn't know he had a scale.
You know how much I bake?
True. I didn't really think much on it.
Alright, one thing about garlic is you always give it a little crush, let it sit for a second. Basically, it forms a material called allicin, A-L-L-I-C-I-N, that is basically what the garlic flavor is. And it's also what's good for you about garlic, supposedly. I don't know that there's any actual medical science behind it. I think the heat's too high.
It's fine. It's good.
Where the hell did he get the seeds for this elephantitis garlic?
His dad found them. You did hear your name, Alley Cat. And I said that because you were gonna dislike the fact that I didn't have a scale for my pound cake.
Right?
It is insanely large. Did you see
the one that the entire bulb was one clove?
Hold on, I gotta show you this one. This one massive one we've got.
You just gotta take pictures of that for the gram.
Yeah. So, you think that is a big piece of garlic? This.
It's basically a small onion.
It is garlic, I promise you. Let's switch cameras. That is a garlic. That is not an onion. Yeah, that's garlic, not onion. Well, it does make sense that you would go with Alley Cat then.
Oh, allicin is the stuff that garlic forms when you crush it.
Oh.
It's A-L-L-I-C-I-N. Yeah, the weekly me show. Oh my god, what chemicals do they use? I have no idea. It doesn't smell super garlicky though. So I'm glad we have so much.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, every time I've used it, it actually has a fantastic flavor to it.
Not super strong smell though.
No, even without the a large amount of scent, it has a very nice flavor. Oh, we're not going to put that in there just yet. Just going to leave that there for a minute.
Alright, our oven is up to temperature. If you have, can you grab me a... Oh, I'll find it. Alright, so we have minced garlic and onions, salt, pepper, and then we are putting some olive oil in with our Brussels sprouts. Yes, it is Whole Foods olive oil, but that doesn't really matter. Jesus one extra virgin. In there and mix it up. I think I'm actually a little shy on the black pepper. Maybe the salt too. I think your mom is making friends with Sakuragi through the stream. Your mom is making friends with Sakuragi through the stream.
Oh, of course, of course. Now, hey, what's up, Sakuragi?
Could you put some more black pepper and salt?
I will do my best.
I'm all oily.
I know, it's just my thumb doesn't really want to work. Okay, it actually works fine as long as I just push through it for a second. Just the swelling and the pain. It's not the pain, it's the swelling, and literally once I push through the swelling, it's like it just goes away. And
I already put a bit. I think I was just shy with the volume.
Oh yeah, there's a lot more Brussels sprouts than I thought there'd be, to be honest.
Yep.
Alright, so guys, what we're doing over here, you guys see what he's doing right there. He's mixing up his Brussels sprouts and his garlic and all that fun stuff. And over here, we're making sure to get ourselves a very nice brown on our chicken thighs. That way, we're going to cook them almost all the way through. And once we get back, we're going to get to the sauce. Once we get it all the way cooked through, we're going to get to the sauce, and we're going to get ourselves a nice honey garlic sauce mixed in there.
So, what you want to do with Brussels sprouts is put the cut side down. Oil. It's the oil's fault.
I didn't see anything. It is not recorded for everyone to see.
I blame the oil.
Over and over and over again. Somebody should clip that, by the way.
Alright. So I'm going to get all the cut sides down, because then that will brown better.
Yes.
And they will be fucking delicious in about 20 to 30 minutes.
Yes, no, they are absolutely Brussels sprouts. Always make sure you get face side down. You're gonna get it's going to allow the actual Brussels sprout to cook more efficiently, and you get a nice browning on them. Because if you leave the bottom side up, it's going to wilt out, and you're gonna have a whole bunch of dry, leafy parts on the bottom left over after it curls out, and you're not going to have that same texture and color to it. And you always want that the proper texture and color.
That's what makes it actually delicious instead of just taste like a fart. And I'm not exaggerating the same sulfur compounds that come out when you boil cabbage leaves. It's the same kind of stuff that makes fart smell. Same sulfur compounds.
That's quite humorous, actually. I didn't know that.
I don't know if it's actually the same compounds, but it activates the same sensors in your nose.
Oh, okay, so that makes more sense to me.
Hydrogen sulfide. Alright. Because methane, fun fact, is odorless.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I knew that.
That's why
I knew that from...
That's why natural gas doesn't stink up your house unless it's leaking, because they put stuff in there so you can tell.
Okay.
It's completely odorless.
That's interesting.
So it's hydrogen it's sulfur compounds in your farts that make them stink. But in the oven, 420 to 30 minutes.
I had a bit of an incident with one of my cats earlier, and so the veterinarian here helped me take care of it and dress it, and I will be going to the doctor for it in the morning.
I wanted him to go tonight,
but I'm not going to the ER for it. That's expensive. So we're gonna take this nice pile of elephantitis garlic.
That just sounds so appealing.
And when you place this garlic in here, you want to make sure to avoid putting it on top of your chicken. Get it in these spaces between all of your chicken. That way, it's going to cook up properly, and you're not going to have raw garlic in your finished product.
You want for scrapey scrapes?
Yeah, that's more than enough garlic in there.
Are we done with this?
I do believe we are actually done with it, for once. So you want to cook this until it's fragrant, and you want to lower bring that temperature back down.
Minced garlic burns super easy. Be careful. No, his cat is named Tsunade, not Pearl.
Yeah. Oh, we fell. It's fine. We don't need to be over there right now anyhow. We're coming back over here. Set that over here for a second. Because in our haste, I forgot to grab all of the ingredients that we will need. The recipe.
Honey and apple cider vinegar.
Yeah, we're using, you can use any vinegar that you want. We're just using apple cider vinegar for my own purposes. I prefer the flavor.
You want to make sure to get all that sediment shaken up into it too. Where did you get this honey? Because I want to make a mead out of it.
So that honey was acquired actually at one of the local markets. It was the Nolansville market.
We should go.
Okay, so I don't have any more chicken broth, so we're just going to use water.
Okay.
It's a perfectly fine substitute. It just doesn't add quite as much flavor.
Right. We should go film ourselves getting the honey, film the process of making it, and,
all right.
And then.
Well, I'll get a 2 terabyte hard drive in tomorrow, so that we can actually do those videos, guys.
Yeah.
So we will be doing. I say we. It'll be probably mostly me, but when I can get them, we're going to be doing videos for the YouTube channel, the Soggy Green Bean, showcasing a few of the simple, more fun things we do, but also simple recipes, easy recipes, things that use very, very little equipment.
And I do a lot of fermentation stuff, and we can't really do that as a stream because it takes like weeks to happen.
I mean, we could technically. I could film it to break down into parts, but
yeah,
that's a whole other thing. And then you would
we could
speed it up massively. And
we could make a video of the process of making it, and then make another video of like racking it, and then make another video of when it's done actually tasting it.
Yeah.
But that's like a month or 2 long process.
Of course.
For mead. There
we go.
Sauerkraut takes like 2 or 3 weeks.
So you can combine all of this stuff into one container.
You need a whisk or spoon.
We will need either whisk or fork. It'll be easier with one of those. So we're gonna go ahead and get our 2 tablespoons of. Oh, you grabbed the tablespoons as well?
I have. Oh, there.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna get ourselves 2 tablespoons of the apple cider vinegar. This is going to add a very large amount of our flavor next to the honey. And like I said, you can use any vinegar you want.
That always smells so good.
I just really prefer apple cider when it comes down to this recipe. That is.
You want to take some Advil or something for the swelling?
No, I'm good. All right, and now we're going to take 1/3 cup of honey. This might take a second, just so you guys know.
Oh, we could put it in some warm water.
Good. I've already started.
No. Oh, it has the comb in it too.
Mm-hmm. Do you want a bite?
Absolutely.
Go. So we actually might have to warm this up. It has been chilling out in my cabinet for about 2 weeks now, 3 weeks. No. About a month and a half actually. The week before, it was the weekend before the whole quarantine started, so it's been about a month and a half. My time is totally off. We're gonna go ahead and warm this up. That way, it will flow more efficiently. water takes a minute to warm up. Now I'm just gonna hold it under it.
Okay.
We have reduced the heat on the garlic over here so that we don't burn it. Make sure to do that if you ever have a misstep. But with that, we're also going to get ourselves a quarter cup of, since we're not using chicken broth, we're going to use water. Not as flavorful, sadly.
Chocolate would be better. Let's go.
No?
Good honey. What is it? Wildflower? Clover? Woo! Warm.
Alright, I'll handle that.
What do you want me to do?
So, at this point, I feel we should start working on our pound cake.
Alright.
Yeah. So I think we should definitely start that pound cake now. That way we can throw it in while we eat and hang out.
See, we're getting more efficient.
Attempting to, guys. We're attempting to be more efficient here.
We're doing a half pound cake, right?
Huh?
Doing a half pound, right?
We can do a half pound or a whole pound, doesn't bother me.
Where is your paddle attachment?
All of the attachments are down here. Right there. There you are, sir. We have busted out the mixer from our amazing sponsor, my grandmother.
AKA, I'm so proud.
No, I'm so proud of my brother.
Oh.
Grandmother is Akmor's grand.
Oh. Sorry, Coulter, your new name sounds like something his grandma would do. This is, a whole one is half a pound. You still have
I think we're out of Carrot Gold
Okay.
and yet to be able to get to the stores.
What do we have? Bruh. Oh, Jesus. Well, we can use the rest of your carrot gold if you want, but it's a cake, so it's probably not
It's not necessary.
necessary. But where's the rest of your butter? In the freezer?
No, it's down below. Under the casserole dish.
Absolutely. Sorry for cursing. How much is one stick? 4 ounces, so 2 sticks. We'll do Yorkshire pudding when we do a actual roast.
Yeah. We're not there yet, though.
No?
Alright, Sakuragi, how about this? You get me to 500 subs, and we'll do Yorkshire pudding and a rib. Alright, we're gonna do 1/3 cup. Honey. Oh, that smells so good.
I'm trying to warm the butter up. I'll put it in the microwave. Because we want it soft but not melted. Volume of half. I'm gonna Google that.
It should be in the book.
Pound cake. Two cups of cake are offered. Baking powder, a pinch of salt. Just a cup. Okay, I'm gonna do half a brown, half a white. Good.
Or No, not subs. I didn't mean subs. I meant followers. Did I say subs? I meant followers. No, not that.
Because I'm a friggin' space heater. These are already coming up to temperature.
Nice.
My core temperature, I measured it yesterday, it was 96.6. Because I'm fucking a radiator. Like, no heat stays inside.
No. Sakuragi, I meant followers. Subs would be insanity.
Yeah, I don't even sub to him.
And we're gonna need to talk about that.
And we're going to talk about the fact that you don't follow me.
Yes, I do.
I looked at my followers list, you're not
Yes,
on
I am.
it. I looked at my followers list, you're not on it. I have 4 followers.
Have you changed your name?
No. It's
You have not?
dr_sword. You might have followed me when I was just Sword42.
That's why. Because when I originally followed you and your name, you changed your name.
I didn't change my name. It wouldn't let me change my name. I had to start a whole new account.
That would be why I don't follow you then.
Yeah, I have 4 followers. One is my little brother's friend. One is my little
Oh, well,
brother,
let's
and
fix
2
this.
randos.
dr_?
Underscore.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So
No.
this.
Following. Get Shrek. We're even friends on here.
Yeah, I know.
We can't be friends if I'm not following you.
I swear
Get
to God, I
shreked.
looked at my followers list. and you weren't on it. 4 followers.
All right, so what's going on over here, by the way, with the chicken, is we're allowing the. I forgot. Camera messed up on us. Yeah, by falling.
All right. So this is called the creaming method, by the way. Where's the? I didn't get them out of the thing.
So what we're doing is we're gonna let this boil for a few minutes, 2 to 5 minutes. It really would work well. Get a nice little bit of a reduction on our sauce. Another option is you can add red ginger to it. Red ginger adds a really nice flavor as well, but it's not something I plan on doing today. But it is very good, and it adds a really nice color. So those of you who really want their food to be aesthetically pleasing, that is an option.
All right. This is called the creaming method. Basically, you want to have your butter as close to room temperature as you can get it. Start the mixer and get it broken up. And then put in your sugar. And what this does, or the goal of it anyway, is to basically have the sugar crystals make little holes all through the butter, that when the butter melts and turns to steam, lifts the cake. There's also going to be some baking powder in it, but...
And he asked me why I have him do most of the desserts. He does dessert more than I do, and he does it well.
Except last week. that was a mistake.
Oh, it's a simple mistake that all of us have made in the past. Would you like to taste the honey? Well, you already did. Yeah.
I've been snacking on honeycomb. Yeah. Alright, so total of a cup of sugar. I'm gonna get a rag, like all this sugar that I spilled.
Then choose your hand for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's sugar, it's not raw meat.
Yeah. All right, and we're coming up on done here with our honey sauce over here.
Still a couple minutes on the
Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts.
which is perfectly fine.
As it sits, so that flavor will, those flavors will get to know each other, as Babish says. We're gonna have a rubber or silicone spatula.
Grab a bit of honey out of this, so should be good. There you go.
Great.
Once again, I do apologize for us being late today. Small bit of an incident. So, what have you guys all been up to? I know my mother, I got her, there are billions, and she has to work like a normal human being right now. Coulter has been, I don't know, what have you been doing? Sakuragi, I know you've been playing some Valorant. How has Valorant been treating you? Are you looking at getting into Valorant at all?
I have heard nothing about it.
You've heard nothing about it?
Nope.
It's a CS:GO style shooter made by Riot Games.
Alrighty. Basically, you want to beat the crap out of it until you don't see any distinct pieces of butter. It's all.
Oh, that looks done.
All right.
Looks yummy.
Yes. So now we do the eggs one at a time. Five eggs separated.
Yes, yolks.
Oh. They want us to whip the shiz.
I mean, if you know a different way to make one, feel free.
I mean, the way I make a pound cake is I just put them in.
Then let's just put them in. If you know how to make pound cake off the top of your head, I just want a pound cake.
Yeah. All right.
I was just in the mood for pound cake, found a recipe for it, and he's got one in his brain. How many do we need then, sir?
5.
5 eggs whole, heard.
5 eggs. So.
Was that? You'll actually be here for dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a bit of an incident. I'll tell you about that later.
So we started late.
Yeah. Oh, there are 3 eggs in there.
So, in another bowl, could you start mixing the dry ingredients?
Yes.
That's basically just flour, salt, and baking powder in this recipe.
Okay.
So while we're mixing in the eggs, you go one at a time with the eggs until they're completely incorporated.
Not all of them at once?
Nope.
Oh.
Because you want to make sure that you get a good emulsion, and the liquid, the egg yolk should act as emulsifiers and mix the water phase with the fat phase. And
Yes.
sorry, I'm speaking science. That's just how my brain works.
And I'm over here being a twerp about it.
Well.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get, what is it? 2 cups of 2 cups of flour. I couldn't find cake flour, so we are gonna be using all-purpose today. I mean, it does work for all purposes, so no big deal. Yes,
So
cornstarch.
we just have to be really careful about not over mixing it.
Yes.
That's the only difference between cake flour and flour, AP flour, is protein content, and you want to be careful about not creating too much gluten.
Wait, what is Mother saying? She says add cornstarch. That makes it cake flour. How much cornstarch to 2 cups?
Technically, cake flour is just flour that has less protein in it, but
the reaction is what she's referring to.
yeah, basically you would just be diluting out the proteins a little bit.
How much would we use then?
It should be fine with AP flour, honestly. It's a pound cake. You can't really fuck it up.
Oh, I think we can mess up a pound cake. All right, and did you get the vanilla extract yet?
No.
Or
Right in front of me.
Yeah, so a pound cake is literally pound of sugar, pound of butter, pound of flour, pound of eggs. That's all it technically needs to be a pound cake. But you can add extra flavors. That's why it's called a pound cake. Invented in medieval England. Hence the imperial measurement system. So at this point, you can beat it all you want. You can mix it however much you want until you put in the flour. Then you want to mix it at as little as possible. Do you have cornstarch?
Yes, I do have cornstarch.
If you want to add that to the cornstarch, and then put probably a teaspoon of baking powder and a couple of teaspoon of baking powder and it looks like just under a quarter cup of cornstarch.
So, teaspoon baking powder.
Can you open this?
I can.
Are you sure?
Yeah, left hand. Right hand versus left hand. So this was the cat. It's a Tsunade. Yeah.
I was wondering why the band-aids were all over the counter.
Yeah, I was trying to find something that would work.
We ended up having to go to Kroger Pharmacy.
That sort of stuff. It's with my paintball here.
Lovely.
Sorry. If I was here and you told me, I would have given it to you.
Oh, I know you would have. I don't think you were trying to hide it from me.
No, that's just the last place I had my medical kit with me was when I went to play paintball. I figured people might hurt themselves there.
Right.
So one thing I did forget to mention in the sauce, once it reduces about halfway, you want to add a quarter cup of soy sauce to it. It's going to add that saltiness rather than just being an overwhelmingly sweet dish from the vinegar and honey. Where did I put the measuring spoon? Right there. You said teaspoon, correct? Not tablespoon?
Powder, yeah.
And then we're looking at a quarter cup of cornstarch.
It's not really wanting to mix very well.
See, that's an interesting thing that I didn't know.
What?
The cornstarch trick here.
There's still two separate. Oh, that's the timer for the sprouts.
All right, we're looking at. I'll get our sprouts out and set our oven to 375. Right? Pound cake 375. Let's just double check right there.
350.
350.
Not really wanting to mix. Don't know why.
I mean, the butter was pretty
cold still.
Huh?
Pretty cold still.
Yeah. So I really will have a bit of an issue with it. Alright, and as he works on this and finishes it up, hey, what's up there, Wolfie? How you doing tonight? As he finishes this up, I'm actually going to go ahead and plate the rest of the food. I actually kind of do want rice, and I have brown rice. It's just lazy brown rice. Would you like some lazy brown rice?
Sure. What's it, packaged?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's whatever. Matt, would you like lazy brown rice? Would you like brown rice?
Sure, that's fine. I just thought about it. Those sprouts are going to cook real well with that sauce.
That's why I asked if you want roast veggies.
Yeah.
That's why I want to do roast veggies and rice. Because I felt they would all go really, really well together. I might actually need to take that from now. I can feel it now. Now I can actually feel it.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's about as good as it's gonna get
Heard.
without like warming this up.
We definitely don't want to warm it up.
No.
That is definitely one of the things I know we're not supposed to do is warm the butter up.
So I'm gonna switch to hand mixing so I don't overmix and create too much gluten and make it tough. Do you want to grab whatever we're baking it in and butter that shiz up?
Oh, heck yeah, I will. We are. Alright, and let's see. I'll use this one, right?
Bunt? Yeah, smaller one.
I think they're actually about. This one is slightly small. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and butter this up.
I follow the Good Eats method and do it about a third at a time. Texture might be a little weird because it's not incorporating all the way with the butter, but it'll melt in the oven.
So do we want to make a thing over top of this? Nice little glaze.
Glaze? Yeah, we can make glaze. Do you have powdered sugar?
We definitely have powdered sugar in this place.
Yeah, simple glaze just need a little bit of vanilla or some kind of citrus, and then a little bit of milk and powdered sugar.
Oh, wait, actually, we don't have milk. We have heavy cream.
That doesn't really work.
No, I know, I just thought it was funny. So we actually don't have milk. We have lactose-free milk.
I mean, that'd be fine.
We could steal that from Matt.
We need like 2 tablespoons.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like a volume that you wouldn't even notice if we didn't ask you.
Oh, he'd notice. I don't know how. By the way, how much do you have left, milk-wise, Matt? Oh wait, never mind. I don't have to actually get you any. You in time to get it. I was gonna say I was gonna go to the store tomorrow night because I am out of milk and I forgot to get it while I was there today, twice. But you don't really need me to grab it anymore, I guess. Oh, look at Cal chilling out over there. No, just hold on. Give me just a second. Gonna make sure I just broke off a bunch of butter basically in here.
And you're getting it all
Nice
around.
and mixed up and wiped down. All in the little crevices and nooks and crannies of the pan. There we go. Just don't add butter.
I wasn't gonna. You're making icing, not frosting.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
I made chocolate frosting the other day.
I don't know why I'm speaking like a beetle.
Like a beetle? Is
The band.
that a beetle sound? Okay.
It's a Liverpool accent. Kind of. Gauss!
Alright, so I'm gonna take our let's lift that with the other hand. Our lovely chicken thighs. Plate them on each plate. Get some of that extra sauce over there. Do a quick rinse of your sauce off your Brussels sprouts so they don't, unless you want the sauce on your Brussels sprouts, and then don't. Don't even worry about it.
Well, I would call it more juice than sauce, but
Not wrong.
alright. We're at 350. Goes in the oven for an hour and a half. I think it's probably going to be less than that because this is a big bowl and it's not very thick.
So we'll start with 40 minutes.
Start with, what do you say?
40 minutes. If it's an hour and a half, we'll do just shy of half the time. We're going to enjoy our food, and once that is all said and done, we should be able to come back to our cake.
At least test if it's done.
Test to see if our cake is done. And we did lazy rice today.
Microwave rice.
Rice isn't that difficult though. You're gonna put it in a container with equal parts water.
It looks like it has.
Yep. Gotta spruce it up, make it look good for the gram, of course. Not grandmother, Instagram. Pretty sure my grandmother would look at me like, why are you doing that? I could be wrong. She could like pretty plating. Do you like pretty plating, Graham?
here, not.
Hmm?
Can I?
Oh, you shouldn't need knives for this.
Probably not, but.
True, you're not wrong there.
But
That was a problem.
You're gonna act like that, go back to the room. Not okay. Not okay at all. Sonata has found her way back out of the living room and is now growling at us.
how's the door?
Yeah, she can push it open. It doesn't latch. I can push her back into the room. Alright, so we actually have Matt here this time.
The main
That's
meal.
very great. So that's almost taking close away.
So, what we're eating here today is honey garlic chicken with roasted Brussels sprouts and wild rice with wild rice, some brown rice mixed in there as well. Wild rice, wild rice. Very glad that actually. I'm gonna go with the Brussels sprouts first. I'm gonna try these Brussels sprouts. Very soft. I like it. I don't really like my Brussels sprouts when they've got that huge crunch to them. That's why I don't like fried Brussels sprouts.
I had to learn how to make.
I'm good.
Yes, please. I didn't want to cut through the side of the pork.
That's perfectly fine. See that? The advantage of this food right here is we actually went with a healthier option tonight. Yes, it's got a decent amount of sugars to it, but compared to what we normally cook, compared to what most Americans normally cook, it is actually a very healthy dish. This whole plate here, and because the portions are a little large, we're probably looking at about 400 calories. All in all, not too bad. Fairly low fat content. Not too high of a sugar content, because none of the rest of it had sugar. We'll get the rest of our sugar in tonight with that.
And the rice.
That's true. But brown rice is sort of white. So it has some nutritional value.
I would say, no,
Yeah.
at the same time. Stir-fried it in that sauce.
Oh, we totally could have just stir fried all of this together. Absolutely could have stir fried all of it together. So if you're ever feeling lazy, all you gotta do is just do it and just throw it all into a big bowl. wanted to make this yourself, there's a very easy place that you'll find this whole video and the recipe written down. Soggy green bean. Soggy green bean. That will be found on YouTube. There's a link in my description down below. Sadly, it is not the soggy green bean. Once I hit 100 subscribers on YouTube, we will claim the URL for the soggy green bean. Your children, very much. You're saying it looks like he's babysitting children? He's definitely babysitting.
Like a fatter version of my 12.
Hi, Mom. I love you. I'll make sure to link it to you, and I'll give you a timestamp for it too. That way, you can just click on the timestamp and find your way to the cake taste. So, what do we think? Are we gonna do glaze? I think I actually have lemon juice or a lemon. Pound cake.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think a lemon glaze. Yeah.
I think we do. I think we do. I'm not making any promises.
You have lemon juice.
Just be lemon juice.
I'm a big fan of vodka.
Fair, fair. Night, Mumsies. Sleep well when you get there. I must acquire myself some water.
Like $1.
Oh no, she has not Sakuragi. It is 9 o'clock and she must get herself to bed. And we're in the middle of a big lull. There's no reason for her to sit around for 40 minutes while waiting for a cake. She's not going to eat. Because there's plenty of reason to sit around 40 minutes waiting for are going to eat. I'm very happy with it.
Oh, good.
I actually think the red ginger might have gone really well with it. Because another option to add a little bit more flavor to the dish is red. It's just not something that I wanted to. Okay.
I would say if you.
Oh, for sure, I can definitely agree with that there because I think the red ginger honestly would add the most flavor.
Could also just take. I do honey. Like on paper.
No, it really shouldn't. But I do another version of this with pork. I actually think the pork is better. I actually think the pork version of this, it's pretty much the exact same recipe, but with pork. Oh. Oh yeah, very. am quite good at my temps.
That is real. Ooh, I can get Jake to come to one.
That does sound good. Once this is all said and done, I do plan on having a handful of people. Yeah. A nice live studio. Oh, today we won't have leftovers because Matt was here.
Ah, yeah.
Usually, Matt, I put the leftovers into a bowl. Yeah, you like to take them for work. Still have that habit of just scarfing down food.
Diet.
Well, with your diet, you probably won't. Can't be that bad. Honestly, once the gyms open back up, if you're able to get in the gym, you're able to choose a decent amount of eating. Unless you're looking to get ripped. Can't excuse it.
I just want it to be where I don't jiggle when my teeth.
Fair. Definitely understand that. Fair. You guys should see this. Matt actually bought an entire suit of plate armor. Not like full plate, half plate, right? Got half plate, which is it's still plus 3 AC, right?
I don't have a very good dex mod.
Yeah, but it's still plus 3. Yeah. But the base armor itself is going to give you plus 3. Is half plate plus 4?
Well, your
I
average.
thought full plate was plus 4. Oh wow.
I think might be.
Half plate's minus 1.
Maybe in
Okay.
just I think it's 6. I don't know, but negative.
Oh.
Maybe 17 with a.
Not horrible. I mean, considering you're level 1,
Yeah.
you're definitely level 1.
Oh yeah.
Pretty sure we're all level 1. My immune system is level 3. So, yeah, I've got a high con, but the rest of me. Chubby.
All the cooking might give,
Maybe.
or at least a proficient.
I'm probably one of those people who's got negative charisma, though. I don't know. I mean, some people they like stuff that's just so bad that they can't. I think that's what Sakuragi does.
Does make fun of you.
Makes fun of himself too. Are they?
Yeah.
all my stuff. Started hissing at me, and which is normal. But then she started swatting at me. So when she started swatting at me, I decided to move her so that I wouldn't, get hit. I grabbed her. I had her pinned like normally, but she reached out and smacked my arm, and so I let go just long enough for her to swipe over and it bite down entirely on my arm. Yeah, straight up bit down on my arm, and so from there, I took her and got her off of me and just threw her in the closet so that she would out of the way. But yeah, then it bled all over the place. Thought stream to be an hour and a half. Okay. Oh, yeah. She's had a taste for the human flesh since forever, Sakura. She is definitely a demon cat of some kind. Doesn't seem to have any kind of in. Oh. Hates when I move stuff. It's like I'm get over it and just get used to it. Yeah, I got her in the first apartment. Because she's moved twice. Much more hellish the second. I had to put her in the box by herself because she wouldn't put in the car. The other two were perfectly fine. They sat on my dashboard and just meowed the entire.
That's no different.
Now, especially these days, Lee loves meowing. Now that she figured out that it gets people's attention, does it so much more than she.
Oh, the cake's not ready.
I'm not even done eating.
I know, but I gotta save room for cake.
No, you don't. Takes like an hour out. Finish your food.
I was told 45 minutes.
No, minimum 45 minutes.
Technically says an hour and a half.
No, it's not. I have not promised these people any amount of time on it.
Yeah,
She got home in plenty of time today.
375.
Yeah, I did take a break. Exactly 8 hours.
Brussels sprouts by themselves?
Yeah, but they're good.
That is fair.
Right, like the first half.
Then you got hooked. What?
Star Wars Episode 1 Racer.
The pod racer?
Racer.
That's the only good thing.
That's not true. Duel of the Fates is one.
Alright, I'll do that.
And it gave us the Rebels storyline with Darth Maul.
I've only seen bits of it.
The onions, I really thought were an amazing. As onions. Can't figure out what extra you want to put into your food. Unless you're a vampire, I don't advise it.
Those foods.
Wait, it's already on.
Blasphemy, onions, all up in your cake. You know what's blasphemy and heresy and absolute BS? Final Fantasy VII. Eventually, I want to play it now. Yeah, no. Even if it was for like 3 games, I'll buy a PS4 for.
Oh, buddy.
Oh! Oh! What's up, Lizard? Hey, girl, Elizabeth. Just missed us cook all the food. But we have a pound cake coming out of the oven here soon. Well, wait.
In bunt shape.
What's the timer on?
Turn it glaze.
60 minutes? Oh, 60. Yes, we should definitely start on the glaze then. Are we talking about this shelf up here in the top corner? I guess that's the only shelf.
That's the shelf we have.
Yeah.
I need
a shelf.
Well, first we should double check that we actually have powdered sugar.
I really think we need more of that.
They're pretty cheap.
Because I think one in each corner would be really cool.
We do.
Oh yes, we most definitely do. I can't wait to get that out of there though, so we can put this back in the there.
Yeah, we just need a truck. Also, I can go anytime.
Well, okay, then. All right, I'll talk to Andrew tonight. I'll send him a message tonight. See if he's good for this Monday. Then I've got a friend who will take that stuff off of our hands.
I guess I'll give you.
Yes. That way we can, be. And we're not going anywhere else.
Just have to let Paul know so he can tell me. So they don't think.
Is somebody actually in the other apartment now? Oh wait, yeah, he already was there.
I see lime juice.
You said he had already moved in.
Not seeing lemon.
Yeah.
Although
We're not doing a lime drizzle for this.
maple.
Actually doesn't sound. Yeah, maple pound cake. Go ahead and steal the camera for yourself here. No, well, I was gonna say the one that's actually in front of your hands.
I'm winging this.
I mean, that's what this was. What I just made you guys tonight was a winging it. I wanted to make something that was kind of resembling the honey chicken at work, right? But I didn't want it to be just pure sugar, because the honey chicken at work is basically pure.
It doesn't even have pain in it.
Oh no, it has a small amount of honey. This uses a third of a cup of honey.
In the whole recipe.
In the recipe, and honestly, it is the largest portion of the recipe.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The largest individual portion, and then it is. I think the thing is, I really wish I had chicken broth. I was sad that I didn't have any, but I wasn't getting. It's not like it was necessary, so I used water instead. But my original recipe that I said
And I do recommend you use that because that was real good, but some extra chickeniness.
Oh yeah, I think that little. I think that extra bit of chicken in that sauce, because it also would have added a little bit more saltiness to the sauce, and I'd probably reduce the amount of soy sauce by just a little bit.
Yeah, soy sauce.
Yeah.
All right, so I just poured an amount of maple syrup and an amount of confectioner sugar or powdered sugar into a bowl, and I'm mixing it up. And I'm adding milk to get it to the right consistency to be a glaze.
Sounds good.
A little bit at a time.
So, Luke actually had to do a large amount of this stuff tonight because
His left hand wasn't working.
Yeah, got half eaten by my cat. My thumb is coming back to use now, though. My grip will not be the same as it normally is, though, sadly. Yeah, I haven't lost my feeling. It's just grip strength because of the swelling.
Yep.
Yeah.
I put it on.
He's the one who did that. So, yeah. Yeah. We can't even just call him a vet. He's a doctor. He is actually a doctor. That's disrespectful to just say, oh, he's a vet. In my opinion. I mean, I could be wrong, but he's the one.
I mean, you can say I'm a doctor, but then you have to clarify that I'm a vet because most people, if you say doctor, people think you're human.
Yeah, but I'd still generally trust you to press a wound very, very well, or if somebody's having a heart attack, I'm sure you can finish them off fairly easily. Because I feel like if an animal's having a heart attack, you can't really save them.
I mean, they'd be dead before they got to me, probably.
So you just finish them off. That's terrible. That's so mean. I'm sorry.
So Jeremy Clarkson on a show called QI did a bit about where he said, they have vets have a fantastically high suicide rate, which is true. And they were like, really? Is that true? Yes, because they they become a vet because they love animals, and then they spend their entire day killing animals.
Yeah.
See, I just think of it as ending their suffering.
Yeah, for the most part.
She wasn't able to rationalize it that way, though.
I get that. I feel for it.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Both of you work. Yeah. Brother is an engineer. I'm fairly well on that. I literally was. I was in the middle of it before all of this happened. I was literally talking to J. Alexander's about a job.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, before all of this happened, I was talking to J. Alexander's about getting a job over there.
They'll need people in there.
No, they won't. They didn't. They'll need people after they start getting busy again. But they won't need them immediately because they kept all of their employees on staff. They paid all of their employees for this down period.
Well, at least you know they're a good company if you manage.
Yes. Really good. That would be really good. Absolutely delicious.
Inspiration.
Arctic inspiration. So, I guess now we actually have the confirmed game. So, what are you thinking about? Guess we gotta figure out how the DM wants to run it first.
Yeah.
What's happening?
We have a D&D game going on that starts next Thursday night. after the cooking stream. But you're going back to your regular schedule. That's why I didn't invite you to it.
Yeah, but I'm available 2/3 of Thursdays.
Are you?
Yes. On my A week and my C week, I have Thursdays off.
We would have to autopilot one of your characters, or we would have to basically pilot one of your characters for the down period.
Right. I'm only not available 1 out of 3 weeks.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm down.
I'll check with the DM. We're doing a session 0 next week.
Yeah, we'll see if he's okay with that. Because if he's okay with that, then yeah, for sure. I mean, like we can even have you there, like that's like in the session 0.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be here next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll talk to him about it. 'Cause I haven't really had a conversation.
I've never actually. I have played other role-playing games, but
You have played D&D once.
mm-mm.
You were there that night over at Austin's place. With me, Austin, Hunter. You not? I could have sworn you were one of them. I know you were there. I thought it was him too. I thought it was Andrew as the DM.
I don't think we
Yeah, we.
I thought you played a cleric.
Nope. I would have played a druid.
I don't understand.
Maybe it was Sam.
Remember, I played a dwarf and attack and then rolled to first.
Oh yeah, see, critical conservation.
I've always wanted to play a half-elf.
I killed myself in one shot.
I've always wanted to play a half-elf druid.
See, I think that'll be. I think that's one of the best things to be gone. Is that style of critical failure?
Yeah.
Well, I think that should exist for certain things, like you crit fail on a shot that is, that your friend is half cover for the enemy, right? You crit fail, so you roll a percent die to see if you hit them based on the amount of cover,
Like tables.
Yeah.
I've seen stuff like that.
Yeah. And it's a lot of fun. I just never liked the old, I will say I never liked 3.5's crit fail system where something bad always happened on a crit fail.
Well, you had to confirm the crit.
Yeah.
So really there was a 5% chance of getting something really.
Yeah. Okay. Half-elf druid fits into almost everything, so
Sure.
yeah. Obviously don't tell us your backstory. We want to develop it throughout the game. Or not develop it, but we want to learn it throughout the game. And if the DM's worth anything, he'll be able to at least kind of incorporate backstory, even if he's not amazing. People are still able to generally incorporate backstory. But he said he has a lot of experience, 3 years on 5th edition and 12 years on.
I actually read something.
Yeah.
As I don't know if they.
Yeah, they add stuff.
There's a.
So I don't know how to see it.
Yeah, they would have to be. But
I
yeah,
don't think Pixie.
Well,
because you can only polymorph yourself at the same level. Misunderstood it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because what he probably thought was
They could polymorph your party into T-Rex.
no, you can only polymorph based on your level, not their level.
Polymorph is based.
Sure. For sure it's based on your level, and I think that's where the confusion is Polymorph.
Maybe it was polymorph the
Probably party. One of my characters is familiar.
We'll look it up right now. So.
New form can be for the target's level. Characters are beasts.
Well, it just means that that
you can
that critical roles
What do they polymorph?
humans.
They're probably using. They're using. Yeah, that's illusions.
No, it's
Okay.
polymorph.
They'll be using.
They use polymorph specifically. Yeah, to polymorph her into a male tiefling when they were walking through the city the first time.
What episode?
Either one would
They did it multiple times between 49 and 53.
I remember that happening, but
They used polymorph specifically.
we're level
party.
No, the spell is level 3.
You have to be
Polymorph's level 4.
Whatever, yeah. I just knew it was. Yeah, it was 4 because they only have 2 spell slots, and they can. Cake is taking forever. I know.
or no, it's 1 minute.
Oh, exciting! We're 1 minute out on this pound cake, guys. This is a much longer sit down than I was expecting. We should have done the cake first. No, I'm positive it's called.
The spell. Yeah, there's a spell where you can like 5 low level.
Yeah.
Ah,
Nice.
I like it when you start
That's the ability
has
to
the
do
ability
that.
to the best one, but that was
Someone up to 4 of them.
4 of them. What CR are they?
to have something to test. No.
I mean, it's already fucking. It's disabled. Who cares?
The thing with that is, pixies have 1 HP. So if they got hit by literally anything, you lose. The party was a high enough level.
That looks done.
Yeah, it's done.
Nice. We actually might be a little. We might have cooked it a little too long, actually.
Well, there was a bunch of batter on the side. I would let that sit.
Oh, we're going to. I was just gonna have you move it up on this, so it doesn't stick on top of. Because I don't trust these countertops.
Makeshift trivet.
Thing is, though,
I don't even know why I'm turning your camera, guys. Keep that looking over there. We'll add an extra. Go ahead. You're good.
so it doesn't specify the creatures. The only thing you get. That's up to the
But like, how would you determine it otherwise? You know?
To the DM will but it doesn't specify, so it's never your group.
The article says maybe.
But even still, being able to polymorph your entire team into T-Rexes, giving them basically, effectively an extra 100 health on their health pool, and they have very massive damage attacks, and they're large creatures who they have a bite, they grapple, right? Their bite can grapple, right?
Okay, they have a bite.
I know, but I think the bite grapples. Well, no, like crocodiles' bites grapple. I was thinking that T-Rexes did as well.
Don't know what they are.
Oh no, of course, yeah, no. But like, the thing is, that's still fun.
Yeah.
Like the concept behind it's still fun.
Yeah, if it's medium or smaller.
That's what I thought.
And restrained.
Oh, what?
But you can't bite anything else.
Yeah, but you can still critically bite the thing that's in your mouth. Yeah. And you can take it. You can run around or run away from it with it.
But the thing with doesn't specify one way or the
other. They can be.
So it's sometimes DMs will be. They know you're trying to do that with it. They'll probably roll.
Right.
I mean, and the thing is, they could roll. Like, I'd probably do that as a DM if I knew how powerful it was, and the fact that
if I roll a 20,
well,
I get to choose.
They're well, not just a rolling a 20. It would probably be your spell DC, especially since you're attempting to summon a fey creature.
Mm-hmm.
Fairies are little assholes who won't necessarily want to listen to you.
See how many big.
I think it's Pixies.
It sounds right, yeah.
But it's like,
and that's all that you need.
like big things coming at you. We're massively. Alright then. Big creatures. Turn us all into the T-Rexes so we can. And what's the leave one behind and guard the
Yeah. Would have to because it's concentration.
no kitty cat. But
Two things to listen.
basically, without giving too much.
One of those gave one of my old characters a curse. Where he couldn't eat meat. I really wanted to keep playing that character so badly.
But
I had
I just
such
have-
a good story for him.
I just have a vision of just angry green.
So there's only 3 options for dogs, pixies, and
I have a one.
yeah.
Well, basically, what you would do
Or
is
you can roll for each creature. So
Well, no, I would-
spells big
as
enough,
a-
it's just
as the DM,
roll it, yeah.
as the DM, I'd probably make him roll and have him hit his spell DC to summon exactly what he wants. And
Fail that
if
roll.
you fail,
Then it's random.
then I roll a 6. I roll a standard 6 die. On a 1 and a 2, Blink Dog 2 and a 3, Sprite 3 and a 5 and a 6. Yeah, you remember that. Would summon the pixies.
Third quarter seer. So if you're commanding them, you would tell them to basically clap as they can.
Or just have 4 of them on 4 of the other ones.
Well, no, because they can't polymorph the pixie.
Oh, right. Oh, right. Yeah.
So your party has to be high enough point where you get that.
Yeah.
I up to say it.
Yeah.
They don't have 1 HP. Seriously, they're CR8.
Polymorph. Polymorph. Have some of them polymorph. If
Hold the spell.
If the spell breaks, the next one doesn't.
Yeah.
Hold up, can you? Is it a concentration spell though?
What?
No, not that. The other one.
Yeah.
The summon.
Yeah, the summon is.
So
So
can
I
you
have
hold? Can you polymorph?
Yes, but you use the. And you lose. You have like a warcaster.
Well, druids have the ability to acquire all of their own.
Well, they
stuff.
keep their mental stat. That's 50-50. It's
No. I actually think druids have a thing for that. I'm pretty sure
it's a constitution save. Probably want the T-Rexes anyways.
Go from a negative con to just fucking out the roof.
Yeah, just the thing is that you majority of warcasters.
But I think druids have an ability.
They keep their mental stats.
But no, I'm saying that allows them to keep well at like, but it's pretty high level.
Stuff that they get.
Because I know they can cast spells while in.
They have the ability to cast spells well. That's not what I'm talking about. There's nothing about. There's nothing about. Right, there's nothing that says you do, and there's also nothing.
Well, at that point, it would be absurd if you did.
I generally say you don't. Those things.
Yeah, because it wouldn't make sense that you do. If you keep all your mental traits.
Yeah, it's different because you're casting the polymorphs on yourself, and now Druid shapeshift, so different spell. Druid shapeshift.
But it wouldn't be weird for a druid. A druid still, it's not. He's just shape shifting.
Yeah, but he's not though. He's getting polymorph cast onto him by a pixie.
Voluntarily.
Doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter.
The spell's wording is different than shapeshift.
But I know, but I'm saying the my point behind it is the polymorph.
So what you're saying is it may or may not work depending on the DM.
Yeah. But I just huge negative is that wouldn't make any sense to me that a druid wouldn't understand the idea of being shifted into another beast. Just because the means of shifting is different doesn't mean it wouldn't still know how to do it. He wouldn't understand it.
Because it's a spell and you have to willingly choose to fail saving throw.
Oh, see, I didn't know there was a saving throw to it.
Yeah, so basically
that makes sense. If there's a saving throw to it, totally understand it. That's a whole different ballgame.
An unwilling creature makes a saving throw. If you're willing, you just choose.
But that still affects your mind differently.
Yeah.
And I can understand that.
Because it says the target's game statistics, including they're replaced by the statistics and shows these. Game statistics to me means fucking everything.
Dude, Animal Crossing, I knew Animal Crossing would make the Switch fucking skyrocket in price. Like, it's a game that people have been waiting for a very long time.
Alright.
I have a bunch of
Oh, they're entirely sold out is what he's saying, and they're like, the used ones are asking like $40. Yeah. Oh man, look at that.
All right, food porn shot.
It's even creamy. Oh yeah.
Oh, the
That's what they call them.
Jesus Christ. I know you're only doing that because your mom's not here, but still.
I probably would have done it with her here too.
Yeah, what, who are you kidding?
It's my mother. She would have looked at me and been disappointed.
Pretty sure she does that anyways.
It is amazing, Jared, being able to have multiple monitors. I can't wait till I get back to that point.
You can't even have two on that?
No. They're all digital display. Yeah. But I can have up to 5 monitors.
Right.
But they're digital display monitors.
None of your monitors have that.
Nope. None of my monitors have that cable.
It did.
Pretty much only newer ones do.
Well, one of these is new. This one definitely. What do they look like again? Rhombus thing?
With the flat line on the edge. Yeah. There. Yeah.
I'm not saying you have to eat all of this. I'm just trying to make it even with the little ridges.
So what he's saying is you have to eat all of it.
Thing is, it's not my fault if you eat all of it.
I'm gonna just scoop up some of this extra glaze from the plate.
Should pop it in the fridge.
Well, it's because the cake is warm.
Yeah.
If we had let it go to room temperature. But Matt, what about the gram?
The what?
The gram.
Graham.
Instagram. I gotta get pictures of these.
Sorry,
Getting ahead of yourself.
Millennial, I guess.
Huh?
I failed at being a millennial, I guess.
Duh.
The inspiration, though. I think maple was a good idea.
Oh yeah, for sure. Did you just turn that off on me, Matt?
I'll skip the ice cream.
I figured.
I don't think there's much left in there anyways. Pretty sure we'd be starting one.
So that wouldn't happen for a while.
That would
anyway.
happen for a while, so. You have time to learn whether the demon would, that you're trying to do something or not.
Pretty much.
Of course, if he watches this. I've revealed my sinister plan.
Oh, yeah.
Value.
With less ice cream or more?
The one with less ice cream.
Thanks. I'm good, bro.
Trying trying to think of how I want the picture put out.
Like turn. Multiple angles. So you're not all portrait mode.
No, I'm good. I'll figure that one out eventually, but for now, I'm good. I'm good with the pictures that I take.
Structure.
Huh?
Actually, they got pretty good
Yeah?
for making it.
Matt, do you need a fork?
No, I'll just clean it off.
Go. Let's see.
That much better than the cobbler did.
Oh yeah. That is delicious. Quite delicious.
Pancake is such a
Yeah. Structurally sound. Has an amazing flavor to it. The edges are really nice, crisp and crunchy, but still having a soft, fluffy inside. Oh yeah. The glaze is actually
piece of it is. Pancake very plain.
oh yeah, very much so.
I froze all the slices and come on.
Nice.
Because it almost just tastes like bread when it's by itself. Like
Yeah.
Yeah. Very sweet bread. I guess. Think better so that they go.
Alright guys, so that's been the show today. That's been the honey garlic chicken with roasted Brussels sprouts and a side of lazy rice out of a bag with a very, very nice maple glazed pound cake for dessert. Two of us enjoyed it with a little bit of ice cream, but you obviously don't need that if you enjoy it. Next week, I don't know what we'll be doing, but we'll be here hopefully on time. Hopefully I don't get bitten out of me again. That'd be very devastating. But for all of you guys who hung out with us tonight, thank you very much. I hope to see you guys next week, and you guys will be able to find this recipe later at the Soggy Green Bean over on YouTube. I'll make sure to share a link on my social medias for that, along with the pictures. So, beyond that, you guys, I hope to see you next week, and sleep well when you get there.